Yes, I do.
No. And we're back!
All right, guys, you have made camp. I imagine there's been a distinct lack of talk during the night, and it's probably a fairly quiet evening. Do you guys do
Well, that's up to
normal
you,
watches?
Travis.
Oh no, I actually strike conversations as per what I was going to say before about the one just me and Caben and
Oh,
the
do
one
you
with
do you pull us
the
aside?
three of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. While Durian
And-
sleeps, we sneak away and leave him. Just kidding.
Even if yeah,
Even if he's awake, I do
he's
it.
awake. I figure Neil would just be like,
Well, I knock him
Yeah.
out. No, just kidding.
I could, but I choose not to.
we get the chloroform out.
No. Yeah, the chloroform
Only
right here.
dreams now.
Here's the chloroform right here, Caben.
Okay, guys, what do you do in character?
Yes, Nina,
so-
what did you have to say to us?
So, the recent events need to be solved. And as Durian, I know obviously I'm sure there's some us as well, but as Durian's the one who's basically our reason for staying in jail, it should go without saying that the fine should go out of his payment for the troll mission. I think that's
wholeheartedly
fair.
agree.
Don't do this.
So I
Don't
think
do
that's
this.
fair, Caben.
Get out here, Durian. You're not actually there.
And
I'm not listening.
out of character, the last time this happened with Oren took the payment as well. So
Hey,
fair,
keep it in, Josh.
in
Keep it in
character.
character.
Keep it in character.
in character. I'm just saying it's
No,
fair.
Oren's
it's fair.
dead.
I'm telling you, keep it in character.
Oren's
Yeah.
filthy rich.
Um,
Inheritance.
Shush now. Keep it
Alright,
going.
alright, fine. I feed my sheep while they talk.
Go on, go on.
You watch your
Nina?
sheep eat grass that is freely available.
I imagine him like picking the grass and like handing it to the sheep.
No. I'm
"Yeah."
watching. I'm like Durian's like arms on his hips, and he's watching Jeeves feed the sheep.
So, I
The
just
sheep
looked
is
at
just
Caven,
eating a random grass in the air.
And Caven, do you agree with this?
whether I agree or not, I don't know how we can enforce this. They're gonna give the gold to Durian.
The party's decision. If Durian doesn't like it, he's, whether we have one person who represents us as a party, we all make decisions as a group.
If that is,
Majority.
if that's how we're deciding. All right,
So it's-
if we bring it up and vote on it, then let's do that. But by the same measurement, if we're a party and we're acting together, then that's gonna fall. That should fall across all of us.
Secondly, I sort of look to Caven in particular, you've been with Durian a long time,
Yes.
and I've already expressed my concern about his pride and what it would get us into. Especially with last time. Was it actually in this? No, was it VM that I left the message?
I don't.
Travis,
Doesn't
I can't
matter.
remember.
Doesn't matter. Keep
Fuck
going.
yeah.
If you're familiar, I just looked at Allison and Caven, but more the Caven. With your permission, I'd like to just try and do something about his pride before we get to the end for his own good.
You mean knock it down a notch?
How do we destroy his pride?
Well, I
His
don't
sense
think
of
we
it.
want to completely destroy it. Just
Nina,
No,
either
I-
either speak straight or do what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm gonna say,
Don't come up to us and say, "Hey,
I've-
I'm gonna put the puzzle piece through the string."
no.
I don't
Fawn
know what
looks
the
at
hell.
Caven really
His
confused.
pride-
I
Like,
don't know what the
His
hell this
pride
means.
is- So his pride is gonna get himself killed one day. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but eventually his pride's gonna get the better of him. He's either gonna get arrested, he's gonna get executed, he's gonna be stubborn or prideful in a battle, and that's gonna end up to his death. And in the end, we owe it to him and to Amref for him that they get killed by his stupid pride.
Oh, it to Amarith?
Well, Amref died saving him one time. Almost died saving him one time.
She died saving all of us.
Mm.
She was
I don't
awesome.
want. I don't want her. I don't want her efforts
what
to
I
go to
hear.
waste because of his pride.
From what I hear, yeah.
You still haven't said what you want to do.
It's hard to do.
You're still talking riddles, you know.
It's just that's so
Oh.
easy.
If you're looking for our approval, tell us what you want to do.
I want to spar with him. No weapons. No one gets hurt. I'm just gonna beat down his pride, literally, until he
How?
until
How
he realizes
literally?
how. No, I mean literally beat down his pride until he realizes just how useless it
But
is.
no, I'm asking what you
It
mean
comes
by
to a battle.
literally. Like, are you gonna beat him up?
No, well, probably not physically beat him up. I'll probably just throw him in the air like 5,000 times until he realizes how bad his pride is. How
Nina,
he's gonna get
if
himself.
this
I don't
is your
think that's gonna fix
Nina,
pride,
if this is
but-
your plan, then you don't know Darren at all.
But you don't think if I hurt his pride and make him try to fight and crush it that way, it won't
First
give him
of
his
all,
pride?
if you can convince him to spar with you, and if you beat him, that's not going to damage his pride. I don't think he's going to accept your offer, and if he does, he'll probably use some little spells on you, even if he says he won't. And I kind of snicker at that. Nina, someday you're gonna grow older and realize that you can't solve every problem with sparring or violence or punching it in the face.
I already know that.
Apparently you don't.
No, but apparently Durian won't, get the lesson any other way.
What makes you think he'll get the lesson this way? Look, if you're gonna go and do this, go ask him. I'm sure he'll either A, no, or B, laugh, or C, agree and do something silly. Either way, if you want to spar with him, go ahead. If you're gonna start beating him beyond anything else, I'm gonna step in.
That's fine. I agree with that. And like I said, like I said, he'll be in the same condition as he is now by the end of it.
That's not possible.
I said I
sure.
wasn't going to punch him. I said I was just going to throw him in the air 50 billion
And
times.
that will be a different condition than when he started. Look, Nina, if you ask for my approval, I think it's a stupid plan. Do what you want to do.
Alrighty. And then I said, by the way, Kevin, something, like I said, something completely separate. When we have time in CN, you mind accompanying me to do a few errands?
Yeah.
I'm just don't ask for details.
Mm,
So Allison
Now I
right
wanna
now
ask for
is thinking
details.
about this.
It's like it was
Yeah.
originally supposed to be.
No.
Tell you what, we get into CN, we can talk about this, but sure.
Yeah.
And now Nina and Durian start bare naked wrestling.
No, Durian.
That's a great way to work off some
Durian's
issues.
dozing. He sees them all go off. He's dozing by the fire.
Do you use the sheep as a pillow?
No, I just kind of I'm laying back. I'm kind of my eyes half closed, and I'm at the sheep. That's lovely. So pastoral.
Yeah, Durian, the sheep does actually curl up by you unless you stop
Aww.
I'm and scoot away.
it. Okay.
That's mean.
It's my damn investment in the future, not my.
Sheep aren't worth that much. Okay.
You wait.
Well,
I
we
can do
probably
it.
know this. How much could you sell a sheep for anyway?
Durian has the appraisal skill. Appraise your
Sure. Durian, roll me an appraise check.
Ooh, do you mean my newly enhanced appraise check? Since
I
my-
do.
There we go. I added a point to it, guys. 14.
Okay, you know that generally a sheep is worth 2 gold. This one's still kind of emaciated and underfed. You can maybe get a gold for it. 8 silver if no one's really looking.
I'm looking forward to
Better than
grow
expected.
golden fleece. So, no, I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. All right, I'm dozing by the fire, guys. What's up? You tell me what happens, how this goes down.
If we're done talking, we would just return. I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Well, Fawn is imagining the scene that I linked in the YouTube video from Full Metal Jacket where they beat the guy with soap and pillowcases.
I've never actually seen that movie.
I haven't seen.
fuck?
I know, right?
Jacket either, so it's
I
okay.
haven't either.
Guys, what the fuck? Josh,
No,
have you
you're-
seen it?
Allison, three of us. That's a majority. There is no such movie.
You guys. Alright.
Put it
Well,
to a
they
vote. We are
yeah,
democratic
they beat
here.
a
We
guy
put it
with
to a
soap
vote.
in
There's no
it.
such movie.
Okay, well, then Fawn imagines some far-off place where people put soap in their pillowcases and beat someone else with it in their sleep as a hazing ritual for being a douchebag.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't join a fraternity. If that's
It's not a
what
it's Full Metal Jacket is about the military.
I know what it's about. I know
okay.
the crux of the movie.
It's like the original
Okay.
fraternity.
So, yeah.
Uh,
But
Okay.
Fawn wouldn't do anything. She would take her watch and do the usual. Nothing shady like slitting his throat at night or something ridiculous.
Okay.
Nothing shady like
No putting poison on his blade so that he makes a crit fumble and cuts himself. You know.
which he's already done.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I said it. Technically I
Lord
wasn't
knows
around.
as he shaves his head, he probably nicks himself every now
Unless
and
the
then.
sparring
Yeah.
starts, I guess we're all turning in
Nah,
for the
don't do
night.
it.
Yeah, turning in for the night, sleep, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, what happens?
Well, okay. So before we go to sleep, as everyone's settling down, is everyone settling down?
Yes.
Yep.
Unless whoever's keeping
Nina.
watch.
Well, I think the watch is usually the two elves split it, and then everyone gets their full rest.
Okay.
Unless you guys don't want to do that.
No, just like whoever. I mean, if we're settling down, whoever is keeping
Nina,
watch first.
Nina's
but yeah,
settling down.
We're settling down, I think.
Okay. Okay. So before we all drift off to sleep, Durian like sort of says like we're all like in our bedrolls, like kind of near each other or whatever, and Durian goes, Nina, I can't because I'm me apologize outright, but you won't do me wrong, I won't do you wrong. That's the best I can do.
So, just with my eyes closed like this, I'm just like, Durian, we've traveled for a long time. Maybe not as long as Caven, but I've said this before, I'll say it again. For a long time now, I've been concerned about your pride. Your pride's gonna get you killed.
I mean this lovingly, Nina, but you can't change who I am. You're not, as the old saying goes, you're not your brother's keeper. But I am apologizing the only way I know how, which is to say that I'm sorry you felt wronged. I wasn't trying to wrong you or the party specifically any more than I felt wronged.
It's like, I'm not saying you should get rid of your pride in its entirety, but don't let it consume you. People are going to be ignorant. People are going to be racist. That's life. That's a truth.
I'm not a sellsword or a grand adventurer with a sword or a scythe. I'm a bard. Reputation's everything.
Yes,
Kevin's camera died.
reputation
Ah.
is everything. But Durian, you have to remember, there are the acts that we do, and then there's the manner in which we carried them out. Both are remembered. You're acting like you did almost a week ago.
Yes, King
Will be remembered as well.
Sibelius. I like. Yes, you're there, Kevin. I like say yes. King Sagittarius said that back in 420. I like sad bardic history. Like I remember. I know the quote.
You do a little spouting of lore. Okay.
Right. And I say, but I am who I am, and you are who you are. And you're a little quick to cut and run, but I'm a little quick to get in people's faces, so we can continue on, but
Just don't pick fights with guards. It's pointless.
what if
Even
what
they-
if they're I like sit up at this point, I'm like, and what if they're actually in the wrong? Because they're guards, I shouldn't pick fights with them? And I wasn't picking a fight. I was just not
Then-
taking shit.
Then you just don't fight with them, and you tell the Lord.
I never fought with anybody, and sometimes lords can't be trusted. Sometimes
Yeah,
they're corrupt.
You may not
Sometimes
physically
they,
fought, but
sometimes
verbally-
they cut out their own family members. Sometimes their ideas of right and wrong are very much against what I believe to be right and wrong.
During sometimes fighting isn't just physical fighting. Verbal fighting can be just as bad.
Right, but
As
you've
As
never
the-
strayed. You've never strayed from a physical fight.
I'm straying from one right now.
Durian doesn't know how to take that, so
Well, I mean, I'm using my words here. I'm just like,
Use your words to solve the problem, Nina.
it's just like, Right.
Durian said his piece, so he settles back. But if Nina has more, she can go.
it's like, just remember, as a person who's appointed to represent us as a party when we come to a decision. Da da da. Everybody dance while we wait for Jimmy. You good,
going.
Jimmy? No. Okay.
Oh, did
Uh,
you just?
No, he looked like he said 1 second or something.
Oh, gotcha.
You good, Jimmy?
You guys keep going. I'll be right back.
Well, he's talking to
Okay.
you.
I know. That's why I stayed. Keep talking to me.
I was gonna say, just remember, as the person who's appointed to represent us and the party makes a group, you of all need to know restraint when the time calls for it.
And you need to know that there will come a moment when you need to trust that I know what's best. Don't forget that. Fawn does a little of this in her sleep.
Oh,
She's-
yeah.
I'm just, as we're casually stopping the talk, I'm just saying, well, just remember you're paying the fine, and I go to sleep.
How does Durian respond to that, Durian?
I'm like, I ain't paying no fine.
yes, you are, because we're in jail because of you.
No, Nina, I ain't paying no fine. The fine is just taken off our group reward.
Yes, it's coming out of your share. Stop. It's pretty obvious she's fake sleeping at this point.
No, it's not, Nina.
Nina, you
No,
said
it's
we'd
not.
vote on it.
Yeah,
Did she now?
I voted yes.
Yeah, Fawn, you're there. Or
Fawn.
yeah, Fawn, you're there.
I'm just
I
like
turn
I'm
over
like
and I'm like,
laying on my side, not facing
"Aw,
any
you
of them.
scrub.
Like,
You scrub. Did you really vote yes already when we haven't even voted?
We haven't voted yet.
I already voted. my answer is yes. You're paying for it.
I'm not paying for shit. Casualties.
We'll see how that goes in the future then.
Casualties. Civilian casualties.
We'll see how that goes in the
Oh,
future
that's not
for
the
you.
right thing, but that's okay. I'm not paying for it. Guys, that happened.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys spent 4 days in jail. I spent 4 days in jail and got the shit kicked out of me.
Can we
That's
vote
your
on
own
it?
fault.
Can
That's
we
not our
vote
fault.
on it when we get the money? Let's go to sleep.
Alright. I'll vote not
You guys go to sleep.
Well, someone
And-
takes
not
watch,
take the
but
money.
Yeah.
I fall asleep going, not paying the money. It's my money. I'm not paying money.
And everyone needs to wake up the next morning. Nothing happens.
guess we
Cool.
get up, get ready.
I wake up and I'm like, Durian's waking up and he goes, not paying.
Oh, if he doesn't get up, I casually pour some water on his face.
He gets up.
I'm up. I woke up not paying. Oh.
Okay, so you guys head out bright and early the next day.
I actually like on the walk. I'm like, hey man, I had this horrible nightmare that somehow Nina was saying that I should pay the fine for the Nailucci guards being racist and throwing us in jail for little to no reason.
Yeah, her and Fawn both want you to.
That's not happening.
We're gonna
That's-
vote on it.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend right now that you're not voting yes, just for the sake of the next step, which is if it's a tie, what the fuck happens?
I don't know, Durian. Honestly, I haven't decided which way I'm voting yet. We'll we'll see.
I just like don't know what to say, so I turn forward, give a yank to my sheep that's behind my horse, and then I start singing some body song like that I know. I'm just like, and there once was a man from Nantucket. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just singing.
Okay, cool. So you guys are riding along the road. You know, like all CN roads, it's kind of just a path through the woods that's been cleared wide enough for a wagon. And as you're rolling up and you can tell you're getting close to the capital, you hear some thundering hooves coming from the direction of the capital. Fairly early in the morning yet.
I ready my lance, and obviously. I'm gonna
I
check
just get off the road a little bit to make way,
Okay.
and then try to see what's going on.
Cabe and Durian, anything special?
They come in front and behind.
In front.
Coming from the capital, so in front.
They make
I-
way. They sound like they're
Yeah, I
important.
make,
They're
Yeah, I would
make
also-
way. I make way, but I'm like
Okay.
visible and watching.
Okay. You see rounding a corner quickly a very lithe-looking elf in quite light armor with like a tabard of one of the houses of Cien go riding past on a very swift-looking horse. Doesn't even appear to bat an eye as he goes past you guys.
I
Do you do anything?
when
Is
he
this-
passes?
I look at them.
No. When after they pass and I realize he's not saying anything. He's going really fast. I say, "What news, traveler?"
Okay.
Okay, well, Fawn
I'll go
is trying to understand the situation. Like, are people chasing after this person, or just following this person? Does this person
He's a
look
messenger.
panicked?
Not at all. He looks like he's just riding with intent purpose.
Like a
Okay.
messenger.
So he goes zipping by. Like I said, he's got a tabard of one of the Cien houses, so he's some kind of soldier.
Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure it wasn't like some guy deserting and running away. So
I
wasn't sure if
shrug.
he looked
I-
scared and was being
You
chased.
you don't hear any more hooves coming. So
Okay.
Okay, I
right.
shrug and say like, "If it's important, we'll find out. Let's go."
They're just like nod, like I'm assuming something has happened.
I'm assuming whatever's happened is not me paying money. And I give a little wink and I'm like,
I'm just like
Acceptable.
shaking my head at this entire time. Like, let's go.
okay,
And I actually
cool.
pull out my papers in advance.
Yeah, so you guys come up on the city. You see before that, I guess, a couple of wagons and what looks like a caravan start rolling past. Do you guys make way? Do anything special with these guys?
I call ahead when I see them. I say, "What news?"
Is it the only one? Because robotic voices are everywhere.
Oh,
Really?
I hear
not
everyone
yours
fine.
very well. I
Right.
think we're all good.
I'm fine.
No, robotic. I think Allison
Now,
sounded
Josh,
okay.
everyone's internet sucks
Try
right
and try
now.
and rejoin the call, Josh.
Can you hear us?
No,
Oh, there he goes.
He couldn't.
There we go.
Travis, quick question.
Yes.
The person that rode past, I just looked at them. Does anything stand out other than that house banner of his House of Cien? Or
I mean, you couldn't really catch it as he went past.
I mean, right, I'm not looking for like facial features, but like, were they carrying
Yeah.
anything like super out of the ordinary? Was it just another horse?
No, a light pack, very like no cargo on the horse.
Okay.
It's just a swift horse.
Okay.
What is going on?
Oh, the hurricane microphone.
Yeah,
It's
give
okay,
him like
it's
a chance
adjusting.
to
I know.
readjust.
I have to leave it unmuted or never adjust. So
No. I'm
Josh
just teasing.
actually lives
I'm just
inside the
teasing.
eye of a hurricane at all times.
okay, I have no idea what's going on. You sure it's my end? That's
Yeah, I think it's yours because no one is
I can hear everyone
no
fine.
one's messed up on my side.
give me 2 seconds. Well,
I
like a
feel
minute, probably.
Comcast is messing up. Australian internet, whatever that is
Yeah.
messing up. I'm pretty sure the
I-
internet there is actually a series of tubes.
I bought my own router, so I'm ditching the Comcast router this week,
Nice.
and I'll save $80 a year, which is great. Because Comcast is terrible. This is how bad Comcast was. My prior ISP before I moved. Oh, the call is suffering now.
Ah, jeez.
My-
And there goes Josh.
My prior ISP before I moved, before I got Comcast, I ended up with credit. I can't,
Wow.
I can't webcam apparently.
Oh, your webcam died too. What's going on with the internet
Viewers,
tonight?
we're gonna take a break, and we'll see you guys in a little bit after we figure out the
Figure out
Yeah,
what's
sorry
going on
about
with the
this,
internet.
everyone.
I might just restart my computer. Anyways,
This works for me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
see you guys in a little bit.
Be back
Sorry about
shortly,
this.
apparently.
The
Okay.
contractor.
We're locally recording this.
Oh, nope,
Awesome.
nope, Jimmy, nope.
So,
mind.
sorry, I know
That's fine.
it sucks, but we're a little short on time because of unfortunate technical difficulties. So, for those of you watching on YouTube, we apologize if you tuned in live only to see stuttering of the stream and eventually the DM. Just a quick recap: the party had talked to a what appeared to be a merchant caravan going by. Heard a little word on the street that things are getting bloodier in the war down south, but otherwise proceeded to Cienne without incident. Durian begrudgingly presented his papers, and everyone was led into the city nice and friendly like. We'll see if it remains that way on the next hour of an adventure for beginners.
Yeah, we'll see.
You guys start riding in. Where do you go?
I
Head
guess
head for the
in, I guess, and tidy ourselves up. Question mark?
I suggest that we find the a local place to board our horses. Wow, I'm sorry, I can't talk apparently. And then an inn for us to stay.
Yeah, so you guys have been here before. You know that the nicest inns are kind of right around the city center, and that you know in the very center of the city is the Cienne Council House. So you could easily find an inn nearby, tidy up if you so wished, and leave your horses and just walk over to the council.
Okay,
If
So
that's
are we gonna
what you want to do.
tidy ourselves up?
no
maybe.
no. Guys, we just got back from we just killed a bunch of trolls. Showing up in tassels isn't gonna. Whatever.
Well, that was several days
tie up-
ago, Dorian.
I-
If you don't remember time frames very well.
Oh, and you look
Yeah.
really cleaned up. I mean, one suits the other. Is my
Yeah.
one.
To be fair, like other than Durian, all of you are still covered in like blood and gore-soaked
Yeah.
clothing that you've washed in like a bucket filled with water
wait,
in
no,
the jail
no,
as
they
best
gave
you
out-
could.
I was gonna say, no, didn't you say they gave us our clothes back cleaned?
No, they
in the
gave
last episode?
This isn't jail, honey.
no.
They don't
they
treat
didn't
you
take
nicely.
your clothes. They took all your equipment, and it certainly
Oh.
wasn't cleaned.
Oh, I want to clean up then. So.
Yeah, they left you in your clothes. They weren't gonna give you like jail onesies.
Guys, let's not really want to go camper up.
You want to really go covered in blood?
Isn't that
He's
what
not,
you were
by the
doing,
way.
Dorian?
Durian's not covered in blood.
We're just doing a quick errand just to say mission done and getting our reward.
Yeah, but even then, we still need to clean up. We may as well just.
Okay, we'll clean up afterwards when we can enjoy the evening. Let's just go get this over with.
Fine.
No one there is
I
going
roll
to be
my
impressed
eyes
by
and
us.
keep
No
going.
one there is going to be impressed by us anyways.
Well, let's go then.
All right.
Horses boarded. Going
we
to
go-
the
yeah.
council.
I tie up my sheep on its own post.
Okay, you guys get an in-room, or do you just ride up to the council building?
Council building. Right
Okay, cool. You guys ride up, tie up your various animals, and walk up to the council. You can see that, again, there's kind of a line queued. Once again, guards are just kind of talking to everyone, and as you get up, they're like, "Whoa, what happened to you?"
Hey,
folks?"
bloody people!
We completed a
story.
mission for the council on their behest. We've eliminated the troll threat to the west.
I see. Good rhyming, but you need a little meter. Can I see your papers, please?
You
I pulled
realize
out my
when we
papers
left,
again.
I'm like reaching, and I'm like, you realize we left before there were papers needed, and that's kind of a shitty way to welcome us back into the kingdom.
Apologies, sir, but since papers are now required at the front gate and they would have taken you aside, I of course assumed you would have some.
No,
I like waving
left,
Dorian's
we didn't
direction. Like,
need-
don't listen to
we
him.
didn't
Just
need
ignore
them
him.
before.
Guys, get
I
your
got him
papers.
now, but it did cause some
Pull out
problems
papers.
because we were soon to be not on the council's business, and here we are doing a good deed for the nation of CN.
Look, sir,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just
this
a
is
door
still like
guard.
this now.
Can you give me your papers? And
Yes, here. Fucking paper.
It's like,
he looks
Alright.
at him. It's like, okay, one moment. We're just gonna check you against the list of expected returners. He consults with someone who comes by with like a clipboard. Yes, you're on our list of expected guests.
As we told you. You know, I miss the days when one's word went further. Carry on. I'm sorry. I'm old and crotchety.
Oh, I doubt you are much older than my young children at home, sir. He flashes you a smile.
Yeah, I'm like, yes. I'm sure.
Well, you are expected. Just here, present your papers and give your name to one of the attendants inside, and they'll let you know when the council is seeing you.
Can I ask you a question? I know you're just a guard, but you're doing a great job. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How important do you have to be to not present papers?
It's required of everyone, sir. Unless you're a well-recognized Lord of Cien, we ask everyone who they are.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Even a visiting lord would have to at least present their banners and all.
Citizens of the city, too.
Yes, of course.
Dorian, obviously it's just a security measure as a precaution.
Fawn's really wishing she had a silence spell.
No. So Durian's
Yeah.
making his face as he walks away. He's not saying anything, but he's biting his tongue. He's like,
Okay.
and then I turn, when we're out of earshot, I turn to Nina and say, you know that this isn't protecting the citizens of CN at all, right?
Well, you know,
Nothing
if you don't
about
have,
this helps them in the slightest. What are they worried about? What
You know,
possibly
people
Are
from
you
Black
saying
Nest-
this loudly or quietly?
No. I'm like, what could it possibly do for them?
from intruders or spies from Platnus, obviously.
We're gonna do what? Platnus is under siege from Taurus. What? Why would they need to lock down their country
Dorian,
like this?
do you
This
not
is-
remember your history? Last time CN was involved when this happened. To some degree.
Yeah, but that's the I mean, it's fine, but none of it makes sense. There's something we don't know that's going on. That they would,
Yeah.
their own citizens, that they would subject to this. Who I am sure there are plenty who are not happy about it.
Probably.
They're not happy, but they do it because it's for the greater good of the nation.
You don't, Nina. You have a
Durian.
very
It's not your country. Let it
You have
go.
a 4-month window of conception of the greater good.
As you guys are arguing, an attendant starts
not-
walking up.
We're
and
not
says,
arguing.
"Excuse-
Well, I'm just like,
speaking with each other.
yeah.
Speaking
An attendant
hastily.
walks up and says, "Excuse me, sir. How can I help you?" You see that it's a rather attractive young elven woman.
I don't even care. I just like thrust my papers towards her. I'm like, apparently this is what we do.
I apologize, sir, if you found it at all inconvenient. Durian Burr. Oh, yes. If you would be so kind as to follow me, Lord Curzon Tegan wished to speak with you privately. Your whole group, I believe.
Oh.
Wow.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Will I need to present these away again, or can I put them in my
No,
bag?
just follow me.
I tuck them in
I
my
take it
bag.
we-
I actually crumple them somewhat and put them in my bag.
Okay.
By the way, Travis, I
This
assume
really rubs Durian the wrong way. Is to have papers identifying him. I mean, he likes being mysterious. He likes going places and being.
You don't have to show him to every bar wench. Anyway,
Yeah, but
Travis,
that's-
I
assume-
would sleep with you. Papers, please.
By the way, Travis,
Yes,
we assume
Josh.
the same things happened last time. Where we handed out weapons and they get stored and everything.
Yeah, they take you to the their like secured storage locker and ask you to hand over actually all weapons this time. I mean, last time they only let you keep like daggers, smaller swords, nothing ranged, nothing scythe sized.
Yeah.
You guys see, by the way, that there are like several large lockers with like a great axe here and a pole arm here and you know all kinds of nasty looking stuff. You can tell that they've definitely gotten more strict with the weapon restrictions in this building.
I figured as much.
Yep, that's fine. I put everything up.
Okay, cool. So you guys dump your stuff. You're given like
Yeah,
a numbered
begrudgingly.
sticker to bring back, or like just a little like a return tag.
Yeah.
And
Like in a
she
bar.
brings you up to what appears to be like a waiting room to a private office. This one you haven't been in before, but the attendant stays with you, and a couple of servants bring in some refreshments and stuff.
That's nice of them.
She looks at you and says, "My apologies, sirs, but Lord Tegan may be some time. Is there anything I can get you in the meantime?"
We haven't eaten today.
No.
Bite to
Oh,
eat.
of course. And they bring in.
And I give Fawn an eye and I say, trust. Guys, do we need to do some trust falls? Do we?
I roll my eyes at him and just turn away from him to ignore him.
And then delicious elven foods brought before you.
Yeah, quite like a fairly large platter of food. A couple of look like roast quail. Several like cheese, wine, nuts, berries, the usual elven fare. And you guys are there for a while. I guess how long do you wait before getting impatient?
There's food. They complied.
Yep.
I ask, is there wine?
Yes.
How much?
They brought a couple bottles with them.
You have
Okay,
wait,
that's
you don't have
fine.
a
That, I don't drink myself stupid, but I'm saying like if they like gave us all a glass, I would ask for another, and if they complied, then I would be happy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a very comfortable sitting room. There's a nice
Okay.
like fire going in the fireplace. It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, and
Oh,
that's
Fawn is super annoyed then. That's a
Holy
long
cow.
time to wait. She would
Durian's
start
fine.
pacing the
It's
room.
yeah. I
comfortable.
mean, like it takes a good 40 minutes to casually eat a meal, but
Yeah, but after that, she's annoyed, and she's gonna start
Okay.
pacing the room out of boredom.
sure. And eventually the attendant comes back and says, "The Lord will be just a moment. If you want to go on inside his office, I can show you in."
Yes, please.
Excellent. And she walks to the door and holds it open for you.
Fawn, manners.
I go in.
And I wink.
I
I
I give
immediately
a
ignore
courteous
him.
nod to the attendant and walk in.
Okay. Yeah, you guys walk in, and not more than 30 seconds later, Lord Curzon Tegan walks in with an attendant. He's obviously dictating a letter or something. Says,
I bow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, send 3 wagons to the docks. My wife will, of course, arrange all the shipping. And make sure to tell Captain Kirahi not to be so... Well, not to be so damn stupid this time. The attendant kind of nods, like bows, and runs out quick.
Damn stupid
And
people.
says, "You may leave, my dear." And the attendant also bows and walks out. And Curzon kind of slowly walks behind his desk, sits down, says, So,
My lord, the world has changed since we've been in the wilderness.
yes, it appears some people aren't as amenable to change as others.
Some
If
people
I
are-
may, I received... Well, let's start with what I had done for you. 7 days ago, I went before the Council of Cien and vouched for your little group with my word and my trust that if you were to come back and succeed from your mission, that perhaps you could be trusted with a few more important jobs. Some things requiring a good amount of discretion based on, of course, your completing of our mission and, well, your past history. And, of course, your incredible generosity, Sir Durian.
I don't nod, actually. I just sort of...
I clear my throat at that.
Oh, did Sir Durian not tell you, my dear? Last he was in my city, he received a reward. The rest of the group, I believe, did, for some rings that were delivered to me. I believe you were there.
Allison doesn't remember.
She was, I wasn't.
I donated the reward for finding out news of his children who went missing and are presumed dead.
I don't remember if I was actually
And
there or not.
donated and didn't ask for the reward and donated it immediately.
Yeah. Fawn and Caben were there. I believe Nina
Was
was getting magic
Yeah.
missile half to death.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fine.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
oh,
let's
that was
let's
that
not
thing. Okay.
let's pretend that never happened.
anyway,
Kidding. I'm
he
kidding.
looks at you and says, I had suggested that a group like yours could be, well, that perhaps you could serve as an expert would use a scalpel. Then 6 days ago, I got a letter from Lady Naburu. It appears that instead of a scalpel, I found myself a sack of hammers.
My lord, may I speak?
Please do.
I apologize. It was untoward behavior.
It was more than
Untoward
that,
behavior.
actually.
However,
If I may, letter from Lady Naburu. Dragged through the streets, naked, cursing out the guards, saying, "You are a scrub. You are a maggot. I will kill you." Wait till Lord Velum Nilo hears of this. I found that line rather curious. I will kill you, you motherfuckers, I will kill you.
I just like look at
He
your
wraps
little-
he wraps up and folds the paper and says, "Untoward is a kind way of putting it, Sir Durian."
My
You can
lord,
tell
you-
he's not smiling.
yeah, no, I don't smile. I say, my lord, I will explain myself honestly, and forgive me.
Please do.
Fawn remarks quietly, I don't know if that's even possible.
No, honest is the only way I do it. It's just hard honesty, but that's not in character. I say, my lord, I'm sorry that this may have been a blotch on your recommendation. However, if we take it back a few days, we had no notion that the world had shifted quite radically.
Did
since
the
we went off
guards
into-
ask you for papers?
Certainly. We
Did
didn't
they
have
tell
any.
you if you did not have them that you could go to the local lord and get some?
Sir, if I
Not just have to
my
peacefully
lord,
explain yourselves to their captain.
my lord, if I may, my temper got the best of me. My lord,
Obvious.
I was informed that if you half-blood have need of papers, you may go to the local lord and obtain them. And it rubbed me the wrong way, especially after doing what I was understood to be a deed on behalf of the nation of Cien, of which none of us are native to, but granted there's a reward. But we did a good deed and slew all but a lowly female troll, of which there were many in the wilderness, and for which we have a token. And I pull it out. From the Fae of the West. That said, coming after 4 to 6 days of bloodshed, depending on how you measure it, to be
He
accosted
holds
for...
up a hand and says, I can understand your ire. But I would think that knights, honorary or anointed, would know how to handle themselves. Would, if not
Some of them do.
enjoying certain authority, would at least respect it enough to hear it out. And as for
Out of character, you ain't a knight, Fawn.
as
Back to
as
character.
for
I'm
the
not talking about myself.
as for the slur, I apologize for our citizens' actions. But if you cannot hear words like half-blood, mudblood, bastard, without doing things such as this, and he waves the letter, and slaps it down on the table, then you are a hammer, and not a scalpel.
My lord, we are what we are bidden to be, and what we make of ourselves, and I have not made this much of myself in this world without a certain amount of confidence, or in darker circles you call it pride, but
Yes,
That's
and you will not make more of yourself if you do not shelve that pride and learn to temper your confidence. Do I make myself clear?
Well,
Very-
Durian,
Oh, go ahead, Fawn.
he's expecting an answer.
I nodded.
That's it? That's all you're giving him? After how you've acted? You nod?
In character, I'm like, I
He
turn
did
around.
apologize when we walked in the room.
I said,
It's not enough.
Fawn,
Yes, Durian.
how low would you bring me right now?
Well,
She
apparently
sipped
someone
her
needs to
wine.
be... yeah, she sips her wine.
I
Apparently as
turned
much
back
as you
to
need
say,
to be humbled.
My lord, may I speak?
Please.
I catch Neva's
I-
eye and give her a wink.
I apologize. There were
Go
false
on.
threats claimed to our name that were not true. There is clearly a lot of fear in your country right now, and we were saddled with it.
Yes, and from the letter, you were bringing in a potentially dangerous magical beast which simply needed to be vetted by the captain of the guard, and then you turned invisible,
My
used
lord,
magic against the guards when things weren't going your way.
my lord, you are
Fear is understandable in some circumstances, young
My-
man.
my lord, and I completely agree. Certainly, someone of your wisdom and experience, and Travis, I don't
Good.
say,
You
and I,
agree, he cuts you off. Excellent.
I just sort of clear my throat, Travis, and say,
I don't
Lord
say
Tegan,
He
If I
looks
may.
at you. Eyebrow
has
raise.
there been a development in the south? We saw a rider hastily heading south, and
And I'm sure you will see more, my dear. It is a time of war to the south. We are sending many riders, many ravens all over the country. You can rest assured that we are not keeping ourselves uninformed of the situation. Things have gotten bloodier lately. That is the most I can tell you.
I just sort of nod. And with that, I change the topic, and hopefully it change again.
What's the topic to?
No, I
So
was just trying. I was
clever!
trying to change the
Hey.
conversation, and I succeeded.
nothing I said was like
Don't
knife
have to,
thrust.
Jimmy. You don't have to.
All right. I after Nina's done speaking.
Yeah, he looks back at you, Durian. You're sitting kind of in the center, as I assume.
Fawn stares daggers at Durian, hoping to make him feel a little bit more uncomfortable after
Like,
getting
there's-
reamed out.
I can understand if after 4 days in jail, your group is a little tense. Please
My lord,
sit here.
I'll do.
He holds his hand up again. Please stay here. You will be welcome at the inn of your choice on my coin. Here is your reward. Because of your previous generosity, I have not docked anything from it. I will hope that you wouldn't betray my trust again. That your actions would be appropriate of someone calling themselves sir.
I nod.
Oh no. Problem on this call. Who's still connecting?
Oh, Allison.
I'm here.
Allison.
Yeah, I can hear and see the rest of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
getting a problem with the
Allison's
call.
on the
I must be seeing it because I'm host.
Probably.
God, the
Dude,
interwebs.
Dude, what is up? North Korea is
It's
mad.
Y2K happening.
I
Funny you say
Durian-
that. I'm actually popping up CNN. And before you say what Durian does, let's try and get Allison back on.